Hey guys, it's Rally here and welcome to episode 19 of Let's FIFA 18. And we sold on some more items on our transfer list, and we will actually sell on a lot more items on our transfer list throughout this episode and make a couple of nice signings as well. So basically, in the last episode, we built our new team, and in order to build that team, I sold on stuff I had in my club. So in this episode, I thought, let me see what else I have in my club, and I found out I had so many players laying around from random squad building challenges, and I just never sold them on. So I thought, let's just sell them and see what kind of coin total we'll get. Yeah, you will see a lot of players selling on throughout this episode. And furthermore, I also got my squad battle rewards. I finished somewhere in silver, I think, with a couple of wins. So I suppose that's pretty nice. We got some coins. We got 3 packs to open up. In the third pack, we did get a billboard, but a Spanish flag showed up. And I usually get, of the flags that show up, the Spanish one is the one I don't really want to see, because I do believe of nations, Spain is the one nation with the most players 83 rated above, and a lot of them are like just above 83, so there's a low chance of getting anyone like amazing, maybe compared to other nations. Anyways, we sold on more stuff on our transfer list, and we're sitting on 46,000 coins here, and if you're quick, you'll see it goes up to 67,000 coins before we jump in and play a match. Because I list up like 100 players, something like that. So I decided to go in and play a match in Division 6 while I was selling all my players. So at this stage, we need 2 points in order to get the promotion into Division 5, and I think we need 5 points to get the title of the division. So I thought, let's play those matches, see if we can get the prize money of the division, and then combine it with our transfer profit and see who we can buy for our ultimate team. So into the first match of the episode we go, and we're up against a BPL squad there, and we get quite lucky here to get the ball through the legs and Fellaini. It falls to Zielinski, and he scores to make it 1-0, and he's definitely been bagging a lot of goals for me lately, Zielinski. I think in the first 15 or 20 matches he got 2 or 3 goals, and then the last 6 or 7 matches he's been scoring like 8-9 goals or something like that. So he's doing very well at this stage. We were into the lead. My opponent pushing on, but it was actually us to get the second goal of the game off a corner of all things. I rarely score corners, but it seems like that tactic of passing it short and sending it into the box might be the way to go in the future. And with that 2-goal lead, I started skilling a bit more, getting some creative stuff going there. Gomez first off, and then we found Cuadrado. Sombrero flick past the defender, trying out the volley, but his shooting isn't really the greatest to score from that distance, and instead it's Zielinski trying out the shot. It falls to Khedira, 3-0, a pretty lucky goal, and that was how the match would end. So we secure promotion, and as you see from the match stat, my opponent had a lot of shots, but a lot of the shots were from distance, and they were the kind of shots you saw him taking early in the match, where it's like from an angle where the keepers pretty easily saved it. So it was a pretty comfortable win in the end. And with that, we got the promotion into Division 5. But we still have the chance to play for the title, of course, and get some extra coins. And you'll see here pages upon pages of players sold on while I played. So, we are up on 93,000 coins at this stage, which is very, very nice, because what I'm thinking is we'll do sort of a similar thing to the team we built in the last episode as we done to our Serie A squad. So when we built the Serie A squad, it was pretty cheap, and then we slowly strengthened it like on each position. So now I think the Serie A squad is almost as good as I want it to be, whereas this team, it got some nice players, but it can definitely also be strengthened. So I'm thinking we'll do a similar tactic. As we get more coins in, we'll pick up players on different positions. So we jump in to what hopefully would be the title-winning match of Division 6. We need at least 2 points, a draw wouldn't do it. We have to go out and win this match if we wanted to get the title from this match. So we start off the match, Son breaking on forward here, using the drag back. Marlos gets the ball in the end, goes around the defender, and I thought I took a terrible shot or something like that. I was really disappointed because I weaved nicely behind the defender and got into an open space. But we actually got tackled in the end, and we won a penalty. So Martial would step up for that, and I decided to go to the left. Shouldn't have done that because my opponent saved it. And instead it was him to go down the other end to find Bellarabi, completely overrunning my defense, but a good save from Fairman, and then a cheeky pass from Tar to start the counter-attack, actually. Up to Martial, on to Son. Son finds Rashford. Martial is making a really nice run out wide and decides to use that as a bit of a decoy. It would open up space in the middle, would use that with Rashford, go past the defender and take a shot, but on the post, unfortunately. And Rashford, he would get more chances. A 1-2 here with Marlos, and this is one of the things I do not quite like about Rashford. His touch is not very good. Now, he is very good for his rating. He is not so good for his price, because he is very, very expensive. And I thought, yeah, maybe the price means he's very, very good, but I am not too happy playing with him, considering how much. I think he's like 36,000 coins, something like that. So he's rapid, which is nice. He got 4-star skills, which is kind of interesting, but his shooting, his touch is sometimes a bit of a letdown. So I might consider selling him on, because he goes for a lot of coins, and I think I'll be able to use them in a better way. Anyways, this match was not going to be the title-winning match as I'd hoped, because just before halftime we lost connection. So the match didn't count for anything, as the scoreline was even. So yeah, the only thing happening from that match was pretty much I got some coins and we lost some contracts. That was pretty much it. Well, we also lost a bit of fitness, but as we only played like a little bit under half, we didn't really lose too much fitness. So into another match we'd go, hoping that this one would be the title-winning match. So would find an opponent eventually, and he was rocking with a very nice Premier League squad. Player of the month, Mane, and wants to watch an informs and just very, very strong Premier League team there. And yeah, Mane was just rapid, so difficult to stop. He gets a shot in there, a good save from Fairman. Rashford sends it back in, we're able to clear it, but it falls to Herrera. He takes the shot, but an easy save there in the end. And yeah, Rashford and Mane was just running at me. I got sort of caught on the wrong foot there, but terrible finishing from Rashford, and we remain at 0-0. And yeah, I didn't create much before the end of the half. It's Fernandinho on the ball here. Nice stuff there to go past the players. Finds Martial. Didn't really get a good turn there. Was hoping for the Cruyff. But in the end, I get a little bit lucky to sort of weave through, and it bounces to me, but the shot not good enough there. And instead, it was actually some nice passing play that gives him the goal threat of all players to make it 1-0. And I thought, yes, that's a good way to go to halftime, 1-0 up. But, well, a through ball, my defense was just completely split apart, and yeah, it fell to Mane in the box, and that was 1-1. So into the second half, would go all even on the ball here, sort of holding up play, trying to find some space. That was something I did in the first half. I was rushing a lot forward, but I thought in the second half, let's try and be a bit more patient with our build-up play and maybe make something happen, and that would see us go up 2-1. And Rashford here, you break forward in the 55th minute, and again, his shooting just not that great. I know it's on the weak foot, but I was aiming for the far post and just right on the goalkeeper, and instead would actually get Martial to score us the third goal of the game. A nice little power shot at the bottom corner, and after that we would trigger a rage quit, and that means this was going to be our title-winning match. So we won the title of Division 6. We're now into Division 5, and I believe we could say we're sort of halfway to Division 1 and its title. So that's quite nice. Of course, we need to get a lot more points in the later divisions, and we'll face a lot better opponents compared to some of these earlier divisions. I feel like it's slowly but surely starting to get a bit more tough to play in the division. Sometimes you get up against some pretty good players, but as you'll see here, I sold on some more players, but I ended up with 28,000 coins. And that is because I spent them. I spent a lot of coins. I had around 110,000 coins after I got the division title. And if you paid attention to the transfer list, you'll see I sold on Marlas, I sold on Fernandinho, because I picked up some upgrades, I'd call them. So Semedo is in on the right back. I don't know how he'll perform, we'll see, but he links nicely up with Paulinho, replacing Fred. He's a box-to-box midfielder, very good stats. And then Ousmane Dembele, 5-star skill, 5-star weak foot, high-low work rates, will just stay forward. And then Bakayoko in the midfield. I think that's some pretty exciting replacements, and I'm looking forward to trying them out. So, of course, Ousmane Dembele is a player I've been very excited to try out, but he's a bit expensive, around that 60-70k mark. But we managed to get him in, and I'm hoping he'll perform for us. Maybe with like a Hawk chemistry style or something like that, we can boost his shooting, or maybe even 100, because his shooting is 76 at this stage. If we get up to around 80 something, it'd be pretty good when he also got that 5-star weak foot. And you know me, I really do like the 5-star weak foot. That's why I'm playing with Perisic and Son in the midfield, because it's so good to just have players in the midfield that can pass with both feet as well as shoot. So I really do rate that. And we get the first chance in our first match of Division 5 as well with Dembele, but it was my opponent to get things going his way to start off with. Like, I don't know what happened. Bakayoko muscling him off. I tried to push him. I got the tackle animation. Here, I won the ball, but he got it back. And at that stage, I just knew I was going to concede, because it's just like one of those situations where nothing just worked out. And then when he got it through to Sané, I could just feel it was going into the back of the net. And sure it was, but my opponent got a big chance, but we also got a counter-attack, and that was Ousmane Dembele's time to shine, beat the player out in the wing, make his way into the box, and shoot it across goal and make it 1-1. So happy with that goal, bringing us even in this match. And again, these bounces, I just couldn't quite get the ball from my opponent. Very, very tricky to play against. But just like our first goal, we'll get a chance of a counter-attack. And we play it up to Rashford, playing it on through to Son, and I used the LT button here to sort of shoulder and push the defender, and it would give me enough space to get a shot in and make it 2-1. So happy about that, but then I didn't do a good job in this match. Just like when I got the ball, or like sort of got close to the ball, just get rid of it. I didn't do a good job of it. And he scored to 2-2, and then this one, I was a bit in disbelief. It had no power on it, and I had my two defenders really close to Sané, but he would still score a crazy looping header over my goalkeeper and win the match. That was a bit painful. I'd sold this game for draw, but losing, not the way I wanted to start my life in Division 5. Anyways, that is going to be where we end it off for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and we will hopefully be back again soon with the next episode. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.